Even before the first part of the Halloween event kicks off, Niantic has already released information for the second part. And I have to tell you, this is actually looking pretty exciting. There's going to be a lot of new costume Pokemon and a lot of different bonuses that you will definitely want to utilize. I'm going to be talking about all of this in this video. Let's get right into it. Okay, how's it going everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula. I hope you're having a good day and welcome to today's Pokemon GO video. As has been the theme for the last couple of years, Niantic takes one Halloween event and splits it into two parts, so it's essentially two events in a row. And this year is following suit, and they're going to be adding a whole bunch of different things that is actually pretty exciting. It's definitely going to be very different from part 1, so you do want to pay attention to these details because part 2 is looking to be a lot better. Pokemon GO Halloween 2022 Part 2 is going to start on Thursday, October 26th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, and it's going to go until Tuesday, October 31st at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. There's not going to be any new Pokemon debuts, but we're going to be getting a brand new costumed Pikachu as well as a brand new costume Gengar. Now, in terms of the wild encounters during this event, you could potentially see a Pikachu wearing a Trick or Treats costume, Vulpix wearing a Spooky Festival costume, Murkrow, Mischievous, Sableye, Piplup wearing a Halloween Mischief costume, Drifloon, Yamask, Zorua, Fennekin, Phantomp, Pumpkaboo wearing a Spooky Festival costume, and Noibat. You'll also be able to encounter Gengar wearing a Trick or Treats costume, if you're lucky. Now, during this event, there's going to be a special timed research themed around trick-or-treating. You're going to have encounters with Zorua, Phantomp, costume Pokemon, and more. The event bonuses during this event is going to carry over from part 1. You're going to get additional candy for successfully catching Pokemon with nice throws, great throws, and excellent throws. You will potentially get additional candy XL for successfully catching Pokemon with nice throws, great throws, and excellent throws. Costume Pokemon have a chance to give additional candy when caught. And on October 31st, costume Pokemon will have a chance to give Rare Candy or Rare Candy XL when caught. Now, that was an interesting bonus. So, for one day only, you're going to be able to get Rare Candy and Rare Candy XL from catching Pokemon. I think this is the first time Niantic has ever done this, because before, it seemed like you could only get Rare Candy and Rare Candy XL from raid battles, research, and special research, but now we're going to be able to get them from wild catches. Considering that there's always a lot of costume Pokemon during the second half of the Halloween event, this is pretty exciting because for that one day, you can get yourself an insane amount of Rare Candy and Rare Candy XL as long as you're going out and grinding it out. Probably the best way to fully utilize this bonus is to have a Pokemon GO++. I highly suggest you get yourself one if you don't have one already because you will want an auto catcher for this one particular day. The more Pokemon you catch, the more Rare Candy and Rare Candy XL you will be able to get. So I'm really excited about this, and I think this is going to be groundbreaking for pretty much every Pokemon GO player. Now, what's going to be spawning in raid battles during this event is going to be Ghastly, Mischievous, and Phantomp in 1-star raids. We're going to have Gengar wearing Trick or Treats costume in 3-star raids, and then of course in 5-star raids we're going to have Darkrai and Mega Banette in Mega raids. If you want yourself a high IV or a shiny of Gengar wearing a Trick or Treats costume, then make sure you go out and raid it when it's in raid battles. Now, in field research tasks, we're going to have Mismagius, Galarian Yamask, and Phantomp, and some trainers might even come across Greavard. This is very important because Galarian Yamask is typically exclusive to this event, and of course, its evolved form Cofagrigus is going to be really good for the Go Battle League, so you do not want to miss out on getting yourself a whole bunch of this Pokemon, and you might get the shiny form as well if you're lucky. And of course, the timed researches that are going to carry over from part 1 are going to continue during this event. So make sure you complete these because they're only going to be available for a limited time. The other thing that's going to carry over from part 1 is of course the new avatar items and stickers. Some of these are actually really hilarious, so if you want to make your character look really unique, then make sure you go and check out these items in the Pokeshop. And then finally, there's going to be Pokestop showcases that's going to be themed around Drifloon and Phantomp. So if you get yourself XXL versions of any of these Pokemon, make sure you save them for these Pokestop showcases. You can get yourself some of the best rewards in-game from Pokestop showcases as long as you're actually winning them, so make sure you save those XXLs. Also, they're going to be continuing the Halloween bundles in the web store and the Pokeshop. I mentioned these before in a previous video, but I actually think these are pretty good value. For 495 Pokecoins, you can get 3 remote raid passes, 1 star piece, and 1 lucky egg. For 725 Pokecoins, you can get 10 premium battle passes, 2 star pieces, and 2 lucky eggs. And then for 1,550 Pokecoins, you will get 10 Super Incubators, 5 Incubators, and 2 Incense. So yeah, overall, pretty exciting stuff. I do like the fact that they're kind of carrying over a lot of the same stuff from Part 1, because Part 1 was looking really exciting as well. And I do like the fact that we will be able to get Rare Candy and Rare Candy XL from Wild Catches. That's pretty insane in my opinion. You will definitely want to mark your calendars because that will be the day that you will want to grind out as much as possible. I'm honestly curious how that's going to work. Is it going to be something that will just randomly drop once you catch those Pokemon, or is it going to be part of the rewards when you catch the Pokemon? I really don't know, but I'm really excited to see how it's going to turn out, because in the future, this could be a great way for them to boost up certain events, especially ones that may not necessarily get a lot of attention or draw. I'm glad Niantic is trying new things because Pokemon GO has needed some new exciting mechanics for a long time, and getting Rare Candy and Rare Candy XL is always really exciting, and I really like the fact that Niantic is exploring different ways where they can give those to players. And then of course, considering this is the Halloween event, there's going to be a lot of Pokemon that you will probably never see outside of Halloween, and you will definitely want to farm those up because some of them are relevant for the Go Battle League. For example, Phantomp evolves into Trevenant, which is a Great League staple. And then of course, both Yamask and Galarian Yamask evolve into Pokemon that are relevant as well. And you're not going to be able to see them for a long time afterwards. So make sure you go and farm those up because you will not want to miss out on getting candies as well as PvP IVs. Also during this Halloween event, there's going to be a Team Go Rocket takeover, which is always something really exciting for Pokemon Go. You're going to be able to get Shadow Regigigas from battling Giovanni, and then in Shadow Raids, we're going to have Shadow Lugia, and its shiny form is going to be available as well. Team Go Rocket grunts as well as the Team Go Rocket leaders are also going to get a shakeup on what Pokemon they could potentially have. Shadow Ghastly, Shadow Rhyhorn, Shadow Barboach, Shadow Cranidos, Shadow Shieldon, Shadow Drillbur, and Shadow Litwick are all going to be making their debuts. This is absolutely massive because a bunch of these Pokemon are going to be extremely relevant when it comes to raid damage as well as with PvP. I mean, I don't know how long we've been waiting for Shadow Ghastly, but that's going to be insane, and I really do think there's going to be major implications behind Shadow Gengar in raid battles. The inclusion of Shadow Cranidos and Shadow Drillbur is also really good, considering both of those Pokemon evolve into Pokemon that are extremely powerful even though they're not Shadow, so imagine how strong they will be with the Shadow bonus. Now, if you want high IVs of some of these Pokemon, you could always jump into Shadow Raids. In 1-star Shadow Raids, we're going to see Shadow Ghastly, Shadow Grimer, Shadow Mischievous, and Shadow Litwick. And then in 3-star Raids, we're going to have Shadow Nidorina, Shadow Nidorino, and Shadow Golbat. All three of these Pokemon can be relevant in their own way, but Shadow Nidorina evolves into Shadow Nidoqueen, and that's going to be gangbusters for the Go Battle League. Now, considering that this is a Team Go Rocket takeover event, that means you will be able to remove frustration off of your Shadow Pokemon using Charge TMs and Elite Charge TMs. You're also going to see an increased number of Team Go Rocket balloons as well as Team Go Rocket battles in Pokestops. So yeah, this is a major part of this Halloween event that you will not want to miss out on. But yeah, in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Leave your thoughts regarding part 2 of the Halloween event down below. What in particular are you really excited about? And what do you think is a big disappointment? Definitely share all of that down below and let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it to this point in the video. If you ended up enjoying it and found it to be informative, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. Also, go and consider checking out my Patreon. For all of the members of my Patreon family, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list. So if you want to interact with me in some way within Pokemon Go, like with remote raids or the friendship system, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. And as always, if you want to support my channel in a non-monetary way, you could do so by following me on social media. My handle is @Jinsula, and I'm on the following platforms. Alright, and with that said, that's going to be it. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch y'all later.